Alright, today I am going to be making Mr. Ichiban ramen noodles with green onion and an egg. Absolute goodness. Now this right here, this oh, the water is boiling. Let me go ahead and throw this inside of the water while it's boiling, and then I'm going to tell you about Mr. Ichiban Japanese style noodles. Let me go ahead and open up the package. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up the package. All right, the water's boiling. All right, see, that's a huge block of ramen noodles. All right, and it comes with just one soup base seasoning. But let's talk about Ichiban Japanese style noodles. All right, this is beef flavored, as you can see. It's from the traditional quality of Sapporo Ichiban. If you don't know what that means, it's okay, because neither do I. Absolute goodness. All right, so there's a little bit of crunchies left in here, so I'm going to take some of the crunchies and try the crunchies out. Very good if you ask me. All right, so I'm going to flip on the back. See the instructions. It says put a small pot, 2 cups, boil water, add noodles, breaking 3 minutes. Okay, gotcha. We got you. All right, absolute goodness. So while this is boiling, I'm going to get started with the green onion and the egg. Absolute goodness, if you ask me. Let me go ahead and grab a spoon, all right? And then I'm going to go ahead and get my bowl ready for where the ramen noodles are gonna be going in here. And so I'm just gonna check the ramen noodles and go ahead and flip them to make sure that they're cooking properly. All right, go ahead and flip them, make sure they cook to al dente. Meanwhile, I'm gonna turn over here so I can go ahead and cut up my green onion. So here's my green onion, as you can see right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it up and place it with inside of my ramen noodle bowl. Absolute goodness. So I'm gonna place it in there, just like that. All right, cut it up all the way down, all right? If you like the tougher part of the green onion, go ahead and cut those up and place that in there. Absolute goodness. All right, so I have the green onion in there. And then what I'm going to do now is I am going to check up on the ramen noodles. All right, let me go back over here. Look at the ramen noodles. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see some of the texturation. It's starting to get to al dente, as you can see right here. So I'm just gonna break it apart, and then meanwhile, I'm gonna make a little area for the egg. I'm just gonna go ahead and crack the egg and then place the egg within the pot, just like that. Absolute good. I'm gonna toss that. I'm gonna get my spoon with the grates in here, and I'm just gonna shift around the productation just like that. And this is just redistributing the heat in the area of the surface. All right, meanwhile, I'm gonna go back over here, and while that's in here, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my soup base within the bowl, just like that. Absolute goodness, all right? So I have the soup base within the bowl, all right? Green onion in there. Maybe I like a little papier right here, 100% all-American papier. Just gonna put a little bit in there, all right? Absolute goodness, all right? So let's go over here and check back up on the ramen noodles. All right, as you can see, it's starting to boilerate a little bit. The noodles are almost to al dente. Let me check up on that noodles. All right. Check up on the noodles. And then the egg, I'm gonna take my spoon with the holes in it and flip the egg just like this. You see that? All right. And if you want to, if you don't like the yolkiness, you can actually take your spoon with the holes in it and poke the egg and let the water permeate it and cook the egg from within. Absolute goodness. All right, so this is almost done. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get my spoon, as you can see right here, and I'm going to spoon up some of the water inside of the pot. All right, and this is going to dissolve the flavoration packet. Absolute goodness, if you ask me. All right, Just get that in there. And then shake what your mama gave you, right? You see that? Let that dissolve a little bit. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn the pot off. And I'm gonna take let me zoom out. I'm gonna take my thongs. And I am going to take the ramen noodles and place them inside of the bowl. Absolute goodness. All right? Place them in the bowl. Just like that. All right? And then I'm gonna take my egg, flip it around, make sure it's cooked the way I like it, place it inside of the bowl. All right? Absolute goodness. You want some more water in there for more broth? You can just take your spoon and just keep on spooning it. This is a ramen noodle broth spoon, all right? And keep on spooning it within the bowl until you get the desired amount of broth that you like. All right, so now that it's in there, I'm just gonna take my fork and I'm gonna stir this all up. Look at that. Look at the egg. Look at the egg sitting in there, all right? Look at the egg. Look at the ramen noodles. Look at the green onion. Absolute goodness, if you ask me. Absolute goodness.